way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. God. It is always important to give back to your community, no matter what you're doing. There are so many different things you can do, whether it's volunteer work or just picking up some trash on the side of the street. Your community is so important to you, and it is so important that you must treat your community with kindness and giving back. And this is just one important step to this. Today I would like to talk about giving back to your communities, especially going to your local food pantry and helping out there. There's one act of community service that's of the utmost importance. That is going to the food pantry. Food is a necessity to survival, and it's very important for many people to get what they need. There is many different places you can go that in your community most likely has more than one food pantry. Even if it has one, that is still one step closer to giving back to your community. For me, giving back to my community is really important. No matter what you do, I think everyone should go back and give back to the community. I have done many different things, like volunteering for many different places at my school, doing blood drives, going to the local food pantry. I have found all of these to be very important, but the most really stood out to me was volunteering at the food pantry. Just seeing everyone work together and giving back really put a smile on my face and made me happy. It was really cool and an experience that I've done many times before and plan on doing and keep doing, and it keeps drawing me back to continue volunteering. I would like to talk about volunteering at different food pantries and how it can help you give back to your community and help your community give back to you. First, I would like to talk about my personal experience with helping out at food pantries. Next, I would like to talk about how helpful it is to help out your community and really give back to people in need. Volunteering to give back to your community is very important, and especially at a food pantry, because this is where it all goes right. When I first went to this food pantry to volunteer, I had to fill out some paperwork. It wasn't much, just some things about who I am and why I was there. After I finished this, they put me straight to work. I did various jobs, which included stacking food and helping people get their food. One thing I really enjoyed was how everyone who was volunteering all worked together for a common goal, and everyone knew what they needed to do to accomplish it. Now, whenever they put me to work, there were various jobs that I could do. These included giving back to the food pantry, stocking shelves, stocking carts to go to give to people, and also sitting in the back and counting all the donations that were given in. My personal experience really showed me that food pantries were there for important reasons to give back to your community. This was really important to me because I saw what I was doing and how other people's lives were affected. It was one step in the right direction for the community and myself. The food pantry that I found helping at was the Alliance Community Food Pantry. There are many people there helping out and making the most out of their time and helping their community out. Food pantries are of the utmost importance to a community. That is how many people get their food. This is why I wanted to help out. I knew how important it was to everyone and everyone who was receiving food and everyone who was working there. You could really see how it was affecting the people's lives who were working there. And it was also affecting the people who were receiving the food. It was kind of like a give and take for everyone to give, and then you get something back. It was really important to volunteer at the food pantry for me and for also the other people. I got this quote from the Alliance Community Food Pantry website. It says, "The Alliance Community Pantry continues with broad-based community support from churches, service organizations, corporations, and individuals. Everyone in the community really tries to give back, and it really sees an importance on giving back to what they see as important. Community service is always important, but a lot of times it can be seen as a punishment. To many people who have gotten in trouble with the law, this can really change the way they see it. This really sucks, but many places where they are put are food pantries. This is because some of them may be delinquents. Though it may seem that there are still many people who will go volunteer at these places, it is good for some people like them to help out as well, and it is really good for them. Also, it would never really be seen as a punishment. It should be seen as something like it is being used to teach them a lesson. It may be volunteering, but it really changes how people look at life. They can really see how it affects people, and it can also affect themselves. Working at a food pantry can really have an effect on many people's lives. No matter if it's putting people to work or putting people to go get the food. It is the people who are volunteering that really affect the food pantry. It can really give many people a fresh perspective on life and how good some people really have it. That's why it is so important to give back, because many people do not have the same things as you and I. It is a big effect you have to experience for yourself to really know the truth of it. The most important thing about helping out with people in need, that is what you are there to do. As you learn, there are many different experiences that you can learn from the food pantry. One giant organization that really plays an effect is Feeding America. Feeding America states on their websites, volunteer. Did you know that 51% of all food programs rely entirely on volunteers? This shows the importance of volunteering. It is really important, and most people really need it to get their food. Because if there are no one stocking the shelves and giving food, then there's no one getting food in their stomach. This can really play an effect on many people's lives, not just your own, but people who are receiving food. It really is a bad experience for them if they don't have any food to get and you don't have any food to give. As I come to an end, I would like to leave you with this quote. We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include aspirations and needs of others for their sakes and for our own. Cesar Chavez. I have talked about the importance of giving back to your community and what it can do to really have an effect on many people. I really hope you enjoyed this and learning a little more about the importance of volunteering, not only at a food pantry, but giving back to your community as a whole. Many